Hey guys, we're getting ready to go to camp and I just wanted to kind of let you know a few of the details and go over some of the stuff in the parent packet before we head out. So we're going to be going to Ouachita Baptist University, and that is in Alexander, Arkansas. We'll pack up and put everything into a large cargo trailer at about 7:30 a.m. on Monday. And then we will head out at 8 a.m. So be there and be ready by 7:30 with your kid. Have them eat breakfast before they come. We'll head out, and our first stop will be in Texarkana, and we will stop at a large gas station there. It's much like the one by the high school with restaurants and snacks and restrooms and all the things. And so we expect to spend about an hour there before we head all the way to camp. We hope to arrive there about 1 p.m. and that is when the camp officially opens and we're allowed to be on campus. So we'll be one of the first ones there. That usually gets us really great rooms. So yay! While you're packing your kid's bag, there are a few things that I want to make sure that you're paying attention to as they are loading up their bag. First of all, Ouachita Baptist has twin extra long beds, and Walmart has like those stretchy sheets for those. And it's like $10 for a fitted sheet. It's not bad. If you don't have one or you don't want to use like just throwing a blanket over the mattress, let us know. We've got a few extra that if a student really needs one, we can loan one out. While you're packing clothes, we do not do tank tops at camp, and our shorts need to be fingertip length at the front and at the back. We understand that the Nike shorts have like that weird little swoopy thing on the side. So we don't measure on the sides, we measure front and back. To make sure that we have students wearing the proper thing, I will have extra t-shirts and shorts to go over their clothes. So if they make it to a Bible study and they are wearing a tank top and they get in trouble for that, because we do have to like come in and make the kid change if they're not in proper attire, and or if they got like chacos on instead of closed-toe shoes. We have to come and pull your kid from Bible study, walk them back to the thing, and then back to Bible study, and they really miss out on a lot of the time that you're paying for them to be there for. So I keep stuff in my bag. It's not cute stuff. It rarely matches, but I'll just throw an extra large t-shirt or a giant guy's pair of basketball shorts over what your kid is already wearing so that they don't miss any activities. I don't like to do that though. So if you just send them with t-shirts instead of tank tops, we don't have to worry about it. The reason that they have to wear t-shirts and longer shorts and closed-toed shoes is because the activities that we're going to ask them to do during that day, those are the clothes that they need to be able to do those well. There are a lot of trust activities where students are like way up in the air and then like flying over this, well, not flying over, but crawling over this giant log or this really tall wall, depending on what grade they are in. And all of those activities, there's like a chance of splinters. And if you have on really short shorts, a splinter could run the rest of your day, basically. So we're just looking out for you. These rules are in place because it is the best way for your students to get the most out of camp. Along with that, we ask that everyone shower daily. There is a break, some free time after our track times and before our dinner time. That's a great time to shower for all of our students. We highly recommend showering during that time and putting on fresh clothes for worship. Worship clothes don't have to be special. You can wear a t-shirt and jeans, t-shirt, jeans, shorts, a hoodie, and just as long as your clothes are clean. I do not want to smell you when you raise your hands in worship. It ruins my worship if all I can smell is dirty teenagers. So please don't do that. We highly recommend showers, loads of deodorant, great stuff. Please do that. Speaking of showers and changing, if y'all could please this year make sure that you are changing in the restrooms and not in your common room that you're sharing with other campers. You never know if the person that you are with is uncomfortable with you changing in the room. And so we're trying to just make sure all our students are comfortable all the time. So please change in the restrooms in a private space, not in your main room area. This also makes it a lot easier as leaders are going to check to make sure people are in their rooms. When we knock on the room, everyone's dressed. So it's okay if we open the door and go, hey, are you where you're supposed to be? Great job, kid. So yeah, change in private areas only. If you'd like to bring snacks or Gatorades, feel free to do so. We will have coolers that we can stock those in for students, but no, once it goes into the cooler, it's like up for grabs for any of the students. I'm not gonna be like, those 3 Gatorades are only for this one kid, and blah, blah, blah. We will, please do not send any kind of energy drinks for your students. They'll be okay without them this particular week. There's just a lot of problems that could come with energy drinks and asking them to run. And I don't want anyone to have any heart issues while we're there. So, one of the things that they need to make sure that they have before they leave, this is like deodorant is number 1. Number 2 is a water bottle. It is a warmer location. It's in Arkansas. Its temperature is similar to what we have here now, but it is also quite humid. And so just want to make sure that your kid stays hydrated. Most of the time when a kid gets sick at camp, it's because they did not drink enough water. So deodorant, water bottle, be really handy if they brought like a backpack or something to carry these things in, because once they leave their room in the morning, they really don't go back until hang time. So they're out of the room 6+ hours before they go back. And so you want to make sure that they have all the things that they're going to need during the day. Another thing that is great is sunscreen. We have had students get sun poisoning before because it was like their first time out that summer, and oh my goodness, that is not fun. So you don't want that to be your kid. We will have leaders running around with some sunscreen spray, but it's kind of a hit or miss. We may see your kid and remember to spray them down real quick before they go off to their next event, but we might not. And if we do see your kid, we just may be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I saw you, and how was your day, and totally forget sunscreen. So please send your kid with their own sunscreen. Yeah, I think that's it. It's gonna be a great week. I'm gonna go ahead and put up on our website, ffbcstudents.com/camp. I'm going to put up our parent devotions so that you can worship and study along with your student during the week. It'll really help prepare you so that you can ask good questions, because it doesn't fail ever that we get back from a camp and God has moved and done these things, and your kids have been like worshiping, and it's so good. And the parents will go, hey, what did you do at camp this week? And they'll be like, oh my gosh, I chugged a Diet Coke and then it came out my nose and then I threw up on the bed. It was amazing. And you miss all of the good stuff just because to them, the part where the Diet Coke came flying out of their nose is the most like fun story to tell. The moment where they were in worship like this, or a message really spoke to their heart, that isn't always the quickest thing to come out. But if you read through the parent devotions and you know what questions to ask, hey, what did you think about this passage? Or, you know, I really thought this about this particular day's focus. Did you think that as well? That's how you're really going to get to the heart of what really happens at camp, and getting to know, you know, how God has been moving in your student throughout this week. So I can't wait to worship with your kids. I am so thankful that you're allowing them to go with us. If you have any questions, you can email me at students@faithfellowshipbaptist.com. That's students@faithfellowshipbaptist.com. And I'll answer that just as soon as possible. If you already have my phone number, feel free to give me a call. If you'd like my phone number before we leave, we can absolutely do that. Your kid will have their phone during camp, so you will be able to message them at all times, but we do ask that they put it away during worship. So yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'd love to answer them to the best of my ability. So excited! Yay, camp! All right, see y'all later. Bye.